we were discussing this point. Absolutism versus relativism. So frequently I have given that example. Absolutism म्हणजे irrespective of situation, irrespective of place, always the things will be accepted, like consumer satisfaction or the giving respect to the stakeholders, giving proper treatment to all your colleagues. म्हणजे irrespective of countries, this will be applicable everywhere. So this will come under absolutism. आणि relativism ह्या theory नुसार काय आहे? Relativism suggests that no any view of ethics can be said to be right, since it must always relative to the historical, social and cultural context. कुठला तरी historical, social किंवा cultural context असल्याशिवाय we cannot say that the particular view it is right or wrong. Okay, so because of this relativism and absolutism, there can be the ethical issues when the country is going to change in the globalization. Because just a minute, I will save the previous recording. So because of the cultural issues change, because of the change in the cultural issues, or because of change in the historical places, when the globalization comes in picture, because of this relativism theory, the problem can occur. Okay, so this is the second challenge in the globalization. And third, we have seen that the race to the bottom. So the race to the bottom is the socio-economic phrase to describe the government deregularization of the business environment. So many times when government deregularization takes place, means government's dominance or governance, governmentचं जे काही त्यावरचं controlling असतं, that is reduced and that is given to some private sector किंवा गव्हर्नमेंटचा होल्ड जेव्हा एखाद्या बिझनेस मधला कमी होतो, then it is called as the government deregularization. So many times to have the because of the competition, the government taxes are reduced, or the businessmen, they are cutting the governmental aspects and they are deciding something by their own because of the competition, and that is called as the race to the bottom. So this, because of the globalization, these problems may occur. So that's why these are the three challenges in the globalization: national culture, moral values, then absolutism versus relativism, and the race to the bottom. So these three problems are there, which are called as the ethical issues in the globalization. Okay, so these points we have discussed till today, and we have started with the point corporate citizenship and employee relation towards sustainable employment. Sustainable employment means for a company, the employees are staying for a longer period in the particular company. That is called as the sustainable employment. Sustainable म्हणजे काय? टिकून राहणे किंवा कंटिन्यू राहणे. So that is called as sustainable employment. So it is very simple. If the employees are happy in the company, if the employees are getting all the facilities as per their requirement, if they are getting good salaries, if they are getting every comfort, if they are getting the work-life balance, so what is that we will see. So if everything is good, whether the people will leave the job, you tell me. If suppose after your degree you get a job which is having all the good conditions, म्हणजे पॅकेज तुमचं चांगलं आहे, तुम्हाला फॅसिलिटी चांगल्या मिळतात, that is taking care of different policies for you, for your family, in that case whether you will leave that job if everything is good? So will you prefer to leave the job, or will you prefer to continue there? What will you do? Yes. Are you getting the question?
Continue.
Job जर चांगला असेल तर you will prefer to continue the job, or you will think to leave that?
Continue.
Yes. So means you will be there for a longer time. Opposite to that, if you are facing some problem, if you are not getting the payments, if you are not getting the facilities, or if you are getting some torture there, harassment you are getting, in that case you will not continue that job, and easily you will, or immediately you will try or search for new job. So in that case, the employment for that company is not sustainable. So for deciding the performance of company, the sustainable employment is very, very essential point, because if the employees are not remaining for a longer period in the particular company or in any corporate, then that indicates that the employees are not satisfied, and when they are not satisfied, again the claim comes to the corporate. Whoever is the owner, there the claim can go that why the employees are leaving frequently, means whether they are not satisfied, then what are the lacunas. So sustainable employment is major performance parameter for any organization. So if the employee and employer relation is need to be properly maintained, then only this sustainable employment will take place. So we have to see what points should be considered for sustainable employment. Okay, so that point we have to see here. Employee जास्त काळ तिथे टिकून राहावं ह्याच्यासाठी what things are required to be done by the employer to maintain the proper relationship. Okay, so this leads to the broader potential responsibility for MNC in the context of globalization. The ethical standards solely within the premises of their own company, MNC's most powerful actors in such countries are also in a position to assume key role in building called as background institutions. Okay, so now one by one we will see towards sustainable employment, a great deal about respecting and guaranteeing employees' right in the workplace. Employees should be treated with respect, and again, whatever are their right, that right should be given to them. That is one thing. On the one hand, this inevitably suggests certain tensions when think in terms of sustainability. Sometimes protection of wages and conditions for workers may have to be sacrificed to encourage sustainable economic development and maintain the employment. So many times the company has to give the salary increments. They have to give some facilities to the workers. समजा फ्रिक्वेंटली जर लोक जॉब सोडून जायला लागली तर बऱ्याचदा कंपन्यांना काय करावं लागतं की दे हॅव टू बिअर विथ दिस थिंग्स फॉर देम. They have to bear with the salary increment, and also they have to sacrifice about the giving some kind of the facilities to the employees. Okay, so that are the things for sustainable development. Again, these 3 points mainly we have to see की काय गोष्टी कराव्या लागतात एम्प्लॉयमेंट सस्टेनेबल राहण्यासाठी. So that 3 things we will see. In this section we will look at 3 main ways in which these problems and tensions have been addressed both in theory and practices. ह्या 3 गोष्टी कराव्या लागतात एम्प्लॉयीच्या सस्टेनेबिलिटी साठी. First one is rehumanized workplace. Second is wider employment. And third one, it is work-life balance. So we will see one by one. Before going to next point, just tell me, are you getting the things? What point we are discussing? Can anyone tell? कुठला point बघतोय आपण ह्याच्यात? मला फक्त मेन हेडिंग सांगा कुठला पॉइंट बघतोय आपण आता. Yes. Which point we are discussing? Can anyone tell? Yes. कुठला पॉइंट बघतोय आपण मेन सांगा मला. अश्विनी, कॅन यू टेल? आर यू देअर अश्विनी मोरे?
येस मॅम, मी लेट जॉईन झाले. लेट जॉईन झाले.
लेट जॉईन झाला. बट राईट नाउ व्हॉट पॉइंट वी आर डिस्कसिंग? हे जे 3 पॉइंट्स आहेत हे कशासाठी करायचे असं सांगितलं मी आता तुम्हाला. Yes, anyone? Shreya, can you tell for what purpose these 3 points are required to be done? For what purpose? Are you there, Shreya Kulkarni?
येस मॅम.
कशासाठी हे 3 पॉइंट्स करावे लागतात सांगितलं मी आता. Which point we are discussing? Can you tell? Yes. औदुंबर?
नाही मॅम, मला पण नाही समजलं कारण माझं मेट कनेक्टिंग प्रोसेस मध्ये दाखवत होतं.
Okay. Anyone? So we are discussing towards sustainable employment. कंपनीसाठी एम्प्लॉईने जास्त काळ त्या कंपनीमध्ये काम करणं मीन्स फॉर अ लॉंगर पिरियड. Suppose in any company, if their employees are leaving the jobs frequently, then that means they are not satisfied. And if they are not satisfied, again the claim can be made to the company that why the employees are not satisfied, means what wrong things are happening with them, म्हणजे whether they are not getting their proper wages or whether they are not getting the facilities. मग एम्प्लॉई आणि कंपनी मधलं रिलेशन बघताना सस्टेनेबल एम्प्लॉयमेंट साठी कंपनीने काय करायला पाहिजे हे पॉइंट आपण बघतोय. मग फर्स्ट थिंग आहे त्याच्यामध्ये की एम्प्लॉई शुड बी ट्रीटेड विथ रिस्पेक्ट. देन all the facilities should be given to the employees. That are the initial things or initial requirement. And then these 3 things are required under this sustainable development. म्हणजे एम्प्लॉईने जास्त काळ टिकून राहावं ह्याच्यासाठी ह्या 3 गोष्टी महत्वाच्या आहेत ज्या एम्प्लॉयरला कराव्या लागतात. और युजली द एम्प्लॉयर्स आर ऍडवाइज्ड टू डू दीज थिंग्स सो दॅट द एम्प्लॉय विल बी इन दॅट कंपनी फॉर अ longer time. So first thing is rehumanized workplace. What is that? We will see. Rehumanized or rehumanized workplace. So in this section we will look at 3 main ways in which these problems and tensions have been addressed both in theory and the practices. Rehumanized workplace म्हणजे काय की आता बऱ्याचदा कसं होतं की तुम्ही एखादा एम्प्लॉई बरेच वर्ष एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये काम करत असेल तर ही इज डुईंग द रिपीटेड थिंग्स किंवा एक रिपीटेडली त्याच गोष्टी येऊन सम बोर्डम इट इज क्रिएटेड किंवा एक बोरिंग किंवा तेच मोनोटोनस एन्व्हायरमेंट तिथं त्या ठिकाणी क्रिएट होतं. अँड द एम्प्लॉई मे फील देर इज नथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग or there is nothing good in this particular job. So that happens. त्याला म्हणतात आपण डिह्युमनाइज्ड. म्हणजे एखाद्या एम्प्लॉईला तिथं काम करण्यासाठी प्रॉपर काय वाटत नाहीये किंवा ह्यात काही इंथुझियाझम वाटत नाही किंवा ह्यात काय आपल्याला असं थ्रिल किंवा इंटरेस्टिंग काय वाटत नाही बिकॉज वी आर डुईंग द सेम थिंग रिपीटेडली. त्याला म्हणतात डिह्युमनाइज. म्हणजे तेच पणा येणे एखाद्या कामामध्ये. मग त्याच्या ते आलेला तोचपणा घालवण्यासाठी what new things are done that is called as the rehumanized. Re means again you are bringing liveliness in that particular employee for that job, or again you are creating something good so that the employee will feel fresh and he will be again charged for the particular work. Okay, so we will see that. The suggestion is that the impact of technology, rationalized work process, and the division of labor has meant that many employees simply repeated the same monotonous actions over and over again, bringing a little meaning, satisfaction, or involvement in their वर्क. कामामध्ये तोचपणा आल्यामुळे एम्प्लॉईची इन्व्हॉल्वमेंट त्या कामामधली कमी होते and they are not satisfied against their work. Therefore, there are some ways which the employer has to implement so that the efficiency of the workplace will be again increased. Efficiency of the particular employee will be again increased. That is called as the rehumanize. मग त्याच्यासाठी काय काय आहेत बघा. There have been numerous attempts over the years to rehumanize the workplace in some way. For example, by empowering the employee. पहिला वे कुठला आहे? You can empower the employee, means you can offer some good schemes for the employee. For example, for some training, you can give some new training to the employee and you can increase his knowledge, or you can give some additional things to the employee in terms of work, or you can give them new kind of work. That is also coming under this empowering. काय काय येतं बघा empowering च्या under? This might include job enlargement, means giving employees a wider range of tasks to do. वेगळ्या पद्धतीची बरीच कामं तुम्हाला करायला सांगितली जाऊ शकतात. And job enrichment means giving employees a larger scope for deciding how to organize their work. म्हणजे काही अधिकार तुम्ही त्याला जास्त देऊ शकता so that he will feel, yes, I have the authority to take decisions and I can implement that. Many of these ideas attempt to completely different pattern of the production. Production pattern change केला जाऊ शकतो. कामाच्या गोष्टी तिथं बऱ्याच टेक्निकली चेंज केल्या जाऊ शकतात. That is one thing. And just a minute. Otherwise, generally also, if you see rehumanizing the workplace, बघा असं जर तुम्ही नेटवरती सर्च केलं तर you will get various tips for rehumanizing the workplace. Okay, so I will just show you. I'm finding this. There are some tips for rehumanizing the workplace. Okay, here are some 5 principles are given for rehumanizing the workplace. काय काय दिलेले बघा. People are no longer willing to accept work as a soul crushing, then deal workplace and cubicle nightmare. So you have to make them, or you have to encourage them to get that work, or you have to encourage them for the work so that you can get your work completed from them. आता पहिला वे कुठला सांगितलाय? Build a lighthouse. Means suppose there is no good workplace, or there is no fresh environment for working. People will not feel good to work there. So that is building a lighthouse that they have given so that the environment will change and people will fresh. That is one. Then create fearless environment. You build the healthy relationship so that there will not be any fear in the environment when you are working. People should feel free to talk, or they should feel free to work in the company. If you are again and again dominating, the people will not be happy to work there. So instead of that, if there is a fearless environment, and if the healthy relations are there between the employee and employer, people will happy to work there. then wade in the messy middle. So that is also one way to change the human attitude. Then show up as a leader. So you can encourage the people to imbibe the leadership quality, and you can encourage them to come forward and accept the responsibilities. Okay, so like that there are various ways. काही ठिकाणी सॅलरी वाढवून तुम्ही एनकरेज करू शकता. Sometimes you may give some foreign opportunity to the people so that they will feel fresh to work. Or sometimes there are some companies where compulsory the holidays are given, and they are expected to spend the holidays on the some social task. म्हणजे त्यांच्या रुटीन मधला तोचपणा घालवण्यासाठी you can give some facilities to them. Some companies are giving incentives in terms of some booking some traveling for whole family, like that. म्हणजे ज्या पद्धतीने तुम्ही एम्प्लॉईला खुश ठेवून again you can encourage the employee for the work that is called as the rehumanized workplace. Okay, so is it clear now, Audumbar?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Rehumanize means ways to make the employee feel happy to work in your company. हा झाला पहिला वे एम्प्लॉई सस्टेनेबल साठी. दुसरा काय, वायडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट. आता आपल्या देशामध्ये आपण बघतो बऱ्याचदा जॉब नसणारे बरेच तरुण आपल्याला दिसतात. There are so many people who are educated but they are not having proper employment, means they don't have job. So many employment facilities can be provided, or here it is given, the mechanism of work has led to the situation where large number of unemployed people have become a normality in many countries, and that is threatening not only to the right to work but the social fabric of particular communities. Okay, so this is the bad situation. So from a sustainability perspective, the problem is essentially one of ensuring that meaningful work is available to all. So to generating the good employment opportunities or generating the sufficient employment opportunities, that is another way to have the sustainable employment. म्हणजे जास्त प्रमाणात जॉबच्या संधी लोकांना उपलब्ध करून दिल्या पाहिजेत. That is the second way for sustainability of the employment. And third, it is very important, which we are observing in day-to-day life of our parents also, or if some of your elder brothers and sisters are working in the corporate section, so they are not able to have the balance between their work and their personal life. It is very, very important from the employee's point of view. For example, if you are always overloaded by your workload, and because of that, if you are not able to give proper time to your family, and if you are married, if you are not able to give proper time to your children, then obviously that is of no use, or we can say that is not the thing which is expected to happen. Even though working, you should be able to balance your personal life also. So personal life and workload. So employees should be able to balance that. So by considering that, the workload should be given to the particular employees. So the increasing threat of unemployment for some has been matched with almost exactly the opposite problem for others. म्हणजे काही जणांना जॉब नाही आहेत, हा एक प्रॉब्लेम आहे. And on the opposite side, the another problem is that some people, if they are having job, they have always the fear that they may lose the job, and because of that, they are ready to do whatever workload is assigned to them. Job जाऊ नये म्हणून जे दिलेलं काम करण्याची तयारी असते बऱ्याच एम्प्लॉयची, so that they are always overloaded by their work. So there has been a growing pressure for longer hours in the workplace, and this is most notable amongst the professional, that Because of this, they are not able to give the time to their personal life as well as for their social life also. So they are always overloaded and not able to give the time to their social life also. Means they will not be able to get mixed with people. They will not be able to carry out some social activity. They will not be able to contribute anything towards the society. त्यामुळं the healthy balance between the work and private life, it is important. And work life balance is difficult to maintain. That parents may face difficulty with childcare and hardly see their children, and many employees might find their life is completely absorbed by work without any time or energy left to maintain or build up meaningful social relationship. If a lot of your energy it is consumed for the work only, then you will not be able to give any contribution or any time to the social activities. Okay, so that is also very important. Okay, so these three issues are important to have the sustainable development. Rehumanized workplace, wider employment and work-life balance. Okay, so up to this point, we have discussed about everything related to employee and the ऑर्गनायझेशन. प्रत्येक गोष्टीमध्ये एम्प्लॉईला की पॉइंट कन्सिडर करून आपण ह्या पॉइंट्स आतापर्यंतचे स्टडी केले. सो वी हॅव कम्प्लिटेड हाफ पार्ट ऑफ दिस चॅप्टर नंबर 4. नाउ द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ दिस चॅप्टर इज फोकसिंग ऑन द कंझ्युमर्स. ओके, यू जस्ट गिव्ह मी 1 minute. ओके, सो कंझ्युमर ऍज अ स्टेक होल्डर. आता पुढच्या हाफ पार्ट मध्ये आपण काय बघणार आहे चॅप्टरच्या, वी आर गोइंग टू सी ऑल द इश्यूज रिलेटेड टू कंझ्युमर. सो व्हाय कंझ्युमर इज इम्पॉर्टंट, when the relation between the consumer and employee, we have to consider what are the ethical issues. किंवा कंझ्युमरशी रिलेटेड जेव्हा मार्केटिंगचा प्रश्न येतो, what the things need to be considered under the marketing. So all that points we are going to see under this particular second part. Okay, so we will start with the initial concept, consumer as a stakeholder. So why the consumer is important stakeholder for any organization? So it is very simple. The consumer नसेल तर there will not be any person who is going to purchase the product and company will not be able to run. So तुमचा product किती जरी चांगला असेल, किती जरी चांगलं प्रोडक्शन असेल तरी, if there is no any customer to buy that product, then obviously the product is of no use. That's why the consumer is the important stakeholder for any organization. Then the business is served by treating their customers well. If you are not giving proper treatment to the customers, your business will not run properly. This is essentially one of the core of business strategy, that organizations succeed by outperforming their competitors in providing superior value to their customers. So obviously the value, proper respect should be given to the customer. Then the companies that prosper in the marketplace are those that pay close and continuous attention to satisfying their customers. So the companies which are good, they are always focusing on satisfaction of their customers. Okay, and if the customers are not satisfied, or if any complaint is made by the customer about the company, then in market we know, once the name is spoiled, then it is very difficult for that company or for that businessman to again build the trust and sell his product. That's why the consumer satisfaction is very important parameter for a businessman, and consumer is of lot of importance. Okay, so there are the remaining points. इथं काही example दिलेले आहेत. So there are some examples where firms being accused treating their customers in a questionable manner. जर काही फर्म कडून किंवा काही ऑर्गनायझेशन कडून कस्टमर सेट त्या ऑर्गनायझेशन बाबतीत if customers are not satisfied, they have made the complaints. Okay, so that examples are given here. So that drug company has blamed the developing countries that they have maintained high price for HIV treatment. So actually for HIV, though the low cost treatment is available, that has not been disclosed, and high treatment फक्त त्यांनी disclose केली. That is the claim they are having on this drug manufacturers or drug suppliers. Again, some parents have the complaint against fast food and soft drink companies that they are targeting their children and they are providing the high sugar and low nutrition product. Okay, so like that there are some claims, so that we will see in the next lecture. So we will stop here today. You just type your number and you can leave the meeting.